Hello everyone. Today we are going to start a new chapter of business studies. Social responsibilities of business. Social responsibilities of business. Social responsibilities of business. What do you feel about social responsibilities of business? What do you understand from that topic? That means it says that business has some social responsibilities, or business should have to follow some social responsibilities. Have you heard about CSR? CSR. This corporate social responsibility. It's an added topic or added portion to the Companies Act 2013, that company should spend a certain amount of its revenue for the welfare of the society where it exists. So that is as part of the social responsibility of business. So corporate social responsibility says that business should spend a part of its income to the society for the welfare of the society. Because business should follow certain social responsibilities. Then what is social responsibility? What do you mean by social responsibility of business? The obligation of business towards various elements of the society is called social responsibilities of business. The responsibilities of business towards the society. Responsibilities of business towards the society means responsibility of business towards the people or the public, to the government, to the shareholders, to the workers of the business. So like that, various interested groups are there. The total responsibilities of business towards all these responsible persons in the society are called social responsibilities of business. Now, why business is said to have some social responsibility? Why it is needed for business to maintain social responsibility? That means, what are the arguments for social responsibility? That's what we are going to discuss now. Arguments for social responsibility. Why it is argued that business should have social responsibility? But why business have to follow responsibilities, social responsibilities? There are various reasons why it is said that business should have social responsibility. Most important thing is that it's for the justification and growth of the business. For the justification and growth of business. It's for the justification for existence and growth. Justification for existence and growth of the business. Business should have social responsibility because it is the justification for existence and growth of the business. Business is an element which exists in the society like human being. We know that human beings are having certain social responsibilities. Like that, being an element in the society, business should also have some social responsibility because business has to exist here in this society for a longer period of time. Not only to exist, to grow. So in order to grow in the society, in order for the growth of the business should maintain an atmosphere which should be capable to, or which should support its growth. In order to support the growth of the business, business should do something for the society. Then only society can help to grow the business. Because business should make a foundation, strong foundation. Then only it can, then only the society can help the business to grow. For example, a business is producing and marketing the products to the customers in a particular society. Customers are buying the products and they are using that. So, from the revenue obtained from the public, business grows. Suppose if the same business is not giving anything or business is not paying back anything to the society for the welfare of the public. So after a long period of time, people will start to think that I have to buy continuously from the business because they are not doing anything for us. If people start to think like that, is it possible to exist? Is it possible for the business to grow in the society or to exist in the society? No. So for the existence and growth of the business in the society, it should do something for the society. Okay. Then another one is the long-term interest of the firm. Long-term interest of the firm. Long-term interest of the firm. What may be the long-term interest of the firm? Growth and development of the business. In order to grow and develop, business should have some existing customers. Those existing customers, with the help of that existing customers, the new customers have to be attracted. That means growing customers should be there. Then only the business can maximize their wealth. That is the long-term interest of the business. So in order to maximize the wealth, customers should be there, customers should be grown. That means new customers should be added to the market for the products. So in order to attract more number of customers, this society should have some purchasing power. So society should have its strength. So in order to make strength of the society or the economic development of the society, business should do something for the development of the society. Because society is to be developed, then only people will have some economic power or buying capacity. Okay, in that situation only the business can exist for a long period of time. Okay, so it is for the long term interest of the business. Then another one is avoiding of government regulation. Avoiding of government regulation or avoidance of government regulations. That means, suppose if the society, if the business is found doing nothing to the society, if the government identifies that the business is doing anything, business is not at all doing anything for the society. So the government will have a suspicious eye on the business. So if the government has any doubt against a particular business, frequent checking will be there, frequent inspection will be there. So that may not be a favorable one for the business. To escape from all those things, business should do something for the betterment of the society. Okay. Then next one we can say that maintenance of society. Maintenance of society. Business should maintain the society. Why? Because society is the market for the product business. Society is the market where the business market the products. So, if market is not there, business is not there. So, in order to maintain a market, a strong market, society should be maintained. If a society is properly maintained, then market will be there, a developed market will be there. So in order to have a strong market for the business, business should maintain a society. Okay. Then next we can say that business should have social responsibility because business has the availability of resources. So that is another important thing. Availability of business resources with the business. Availability of resources with the business. So business has the resources. We know that business has various resources. Human resources is there. Talented managers are there for the business. So they are capable of doing something for the benefit of the society. Doing something for the benefit of doing something for the society means what are those something? It can be starting an education institution, can be starting a hospital, or providing some at least maintaining some good environment. Good atmosphere. We can see that in front of many of the industries. They have maintained a good garden. Even outside the industries by the road, and they maintain a good road with a lot of greeneries and all. You can see. So that is part of their responsibilities towards the environment, isn't it? So business has all these resources. Human resources is there, potential employees are there, managers are there, talented managers are there who can handle various social issues. They have capital. They know how to solve some problems because business always faces problems and finds solutions. So they have all the resources. Since they have all the resources, they can do something for the benefit of the society. And another important argument is that they have the capacity, or they are converting problems into opportunities. They always convert problems into opportunities. So business converts problems into opportunities. Business converts problems into opportunities because they know how to face the problems and convert those problems into reality. You have seen when there was tsunami, various business organizations came forward for the evacuation process or for providing various assistance to the affected people. Many organizations provided or constructed building or houses for the affected people. Why? Because they know that it's an opportunity for spreading their name. They are helping the people. Okay, on the other side, they are with those help. Their name and fame are getting increased. That is the opportunity. These problems, if they involve or if they go inside and find some solution for the problems, not only the problems will be solved, but also their names. There is a chance for spreading their name or building their image called goodwill. Okay, the goodwill of the business can be increased. Okay, so they will help the business for converting problems into their opportunities for doing the business. So next we can say that better environment for doing the business. It helps them to develop a better environment for doing business. Suppose if the business is doing something for the society, for example, simple thing, business is starting an education institution, say a school. Okay, so that means that there is opportunity for the people to get educated. So since when they get education, there is chance of getting good jobs. So their financial capacity, financial standard will increase. If the financial standard of people in a particular locality increases, their buying power increases. So there is chance of buying more products from the society, from the business. So it will be a better environment for the business in selling their products. Okay. So that is the thing, that it helps or it maintains a good environment for doing the business. And another important thing is that holding business responsible for problems. Holding business responsible for so always business is blamed that they are the reasons for all the problems of the society, especially environmental problems. It's a blame for the business that business and industries creates various environmental issues. So since they are blamed as the creators of social problems, it is their responsibilities to solve those problems, or to justify that we are away from such problems, or we are not at all supporting such problems. So it is their responsibility to reduce social problems because they are blamed as the problem creators in the society, especially for the environmental issues, environmental and health issues. Okay, so these are all the various arguments for social responsibilities. Now let us see that which are the arguments against social responsibility. Arguments against social responsibility. What are the arguments against social responsibility? Here, people are saying that why business should face or support social responsibility, or why they should have social responsibility, because their entire aim is away from the social concept of responsibility. Because they have their own aim, their own things to do. Why they have to follow the social responsibility? And the people, those who are saying that business does not want to maintain social responsibility, they have their own points to substantiate that. Let us see that which are the points people say that which are the points with the help of that people say that business should not follow social responsibility. The most important thing is that it is the violation of profit maximization objective. Violation of profit maximization objective. Social responsibility is the violation of profit maximization objective. So we have studied in the first chapter itself, while discussing about the objectives of business, we have told that one of the objectives is profit maximization. Business has the objective of profit maximization. Their aim is to maximize the profits. So they have this aim of maximization of profits. So at the same time, if they do something for the betterment of the society, it means that they are spending their income for the society. Isn't it? They are spending a part of their income to the society. So can they maximize their profits if they have used their contribution, or if they use their revenue for the welfare of the society? Can they maximize their profits? Not at all. So it is against the profit maximization objective of the business. So business should not do social responsibility. That is one argument. Another one is that it's a burden to the consumers. Burden to consumers. Burden on consumers. Why it is a burden on consumers? How it will be a burden to the consumers? See, business now business has to find some money for spending for the benefit of the society. From where business will find the money? From by increasing the price of the product, isn't it? So business has to find some money for spending for the benefit of the society. So for that, business has to find money, isn't it? So in order to spend the money for the benefit of the public, business has to find the money. For that, business will be forced to increase the price. Business will be forced to increase the price of the product. That means the money paid by the consumers for the product will be more. In that way, it will be a burden to the consumers. Okay. Then another important thing is lack of social skill. Business has lack of social skill. We have got that business has various resources like capital, human resources and all. But this human resource, that means the talented manager, very well, that professionally qualified managers are there. They are qualified for solving business problems, but they are not qualified for solving social problems like politicians. So the talent possessed by the politicians are absent for the managers. They are not trained for solving the social issues. So they have no social skill. So unable to solve the social problem. The next one, lack of public support. Lack of public support. Even if business does something for the society, people will have a suspicious eye on the business. Why? Because people or customers or people will feel that, oh, they are doing this work with an intention that either they have to get some benefit from income tax, to say that spend something for the benefit of the society. So for saving the income tax or getting a publicity they are doing. So it's a publicity stunt, for publicity sake they are doing the thing, or to get some tax benefit they are doing these things. So that feeling will be there with the public. So business will not get any support from the public. Okay. Then another important thing is that this, due to the lack of public, that means if business does something for the public, there will be a suspicious eye on the public, because the business does something to avoid the tax, or to get some demand for the product, or another way. Otherwise, people will think that in order to hide the low quality of their service and get some publicity, they are doing this, because they may use this for advertisement purpose. So in that way, public will not support business organization. So these are the various arguments against social responsibility. Okay, now let us discuss what is the reality of social responsibility. Why business follows social responsibility actually. Okay. Reality of social responsibility. Why in real business follows social responsibility? That's what we are going to discuss here. Various reasons are there why business follows social responsibilities. We have seen that what are the arguments for social responsibility and what are the arguments against social responsibility, but still business is following certain social responsibilities. So why business follows some social responsibility? That's what we are going to see. That is because of various reasons. One of that is threat of public regulation. Threat of public regulation. See, threat of public regulation. Here, business always get threats from the public or the government, from the government, that they have to follow some social responsibility. That means continuous instructions are there from the government that business should follow social responsibility. That's what we have told, that CSR, corporate social responsibility, is imposed to the business, that they should follow that. So because of that, business follow social responsibility. Another important thing is that pressure of labor movement. Pressure from the labor movement or pressure from the employees or workers, labor unions. They pressure always the business units that should do something for the welfare of the employees. So responsibility, social responsibility includes responsibility towards the employees also. So labor unions always put forward some arguments for some opinions or some demands to do some things which will help for the betterment of the employees. So pressure of the labor movement is there, and another one is impact of consumer consciousness. Impact of consumer consciousness. So consumers are nowadays very much conscious about their rights. So what are the services to be obtained from a business? That is, most of the consumers are well aware nowadays. So since there are aware consumers, business forced to do some welfare activities for the society, because customers demands. Once if the customer find out that if the customer recognize that business is not at all helping the society, whatever income the business generates from the society is going to the private pockets and no public service, there is chance of leaving the business. Customers may leave the business and select and go behind another business which is helping something for the society. So that business knows. So always business try to do something for the betterment of the society to attract more customers. Because if a business does something for the society, customers may come from the business which are not at all doing anything for the society. So because of the impact of consumer consciousness, business will be forced to do some welfare activities for the society. Okay. Then another important thing is that development of social standard for business. Development of social standard for business. There are social standards developed for business to be followed. That's what we have told, that you can see in front of many of the industries. There will be maintaining a good garden and a lot of greenery will be there. So environmental protection is a developed business standard to be followed as per the government instruction. So frequent checking or inspection will be there to check that the environmental protection is there or not. So in order to prove that they are protecting the environment, they always try to plant some trees or bushes or something, or maintain some garden to beautify their campus. Okay, because this is a part of development of social standard for business. Another one is development of business education. See, business responsibility is becoming a topic in almost all business concepts or business topics, or it becomes a part of the syllabus for various business courses like MBA, BBA, and all. Business involvement is there. That's an unavoidable content or part in the syllabus. So it's a part of business education. So what is educated will be practiced. So that's why business follows social responsibility. Then another one reason is that relationship between social interest and business interest. Relationship between social interest and business interest. What is the basic interest of business? To grow. That is the basic interest of the society also, to grow or to develop. So business knows that in order to grow and develop, the society also should be grown or to be developed. So a business can be developed in a developed society. Since there is direct relation, since there is a direct relation between the direct relation of interest of society and business does something for the society, because in order to grow, this society also to be grown. Okay, so since there is relation between social and business interest, business does something for the welfare of the society. Then another one is, the important thing is that development of professional managerial class. Development of professional managerial class. See, there is development of professional managerial class. That means now managers are professionally qualified. Since they are professionally qualified, they know that how to improve in their profession. So sustainable development became the very much important thing for the profession. When it became an unavoidable thing. Sustainable development became an unavoidable thing for the business when it converted to a profession. When business converted to a profession, or management when it became a profession, sustainable development became very much important. What sustainable development says? Development of business by developing the society. Okay, so due to the development of professional managerial class, social responsibility also became that much important. Okay, so these are the reality of social responsibilities of business. Kinds of social responsibility. This is the next topic we are discussing. What are the different kinds of social responsibility? We have told here so far that business should do social responsibilities. Which are the social responsibilities? That's what we are going to do. We are going to discuss now. First one is economic responsibility. Economic responsibility. Business has some economic responsibilities towards the society. What are the economic responsibility, or what do you mean by economic responsibility of the business? Business should produce and market fair quality of goods at a fair price. That is the basic. So customers should get a better product for the money is spent by them for that. So that is the economic responsibility of the business. Okay, that means charge a fair price of the service provided by the business. That is the economic responsibility. Another one is legal responsibility. Legal responsibility is that business should be abide by the law, or business should act in accordance with all prevailing laws in the state. Various rules and regulations are there. Companies Act is there. Then the Indian Contract Act is there. Environmental Protection Act is there. So like that, Consumer Protection Act is there. Various acts are there. Business should not do any act beyond the or which are illegal, which are considered illegal for those laws. Okay, so all that means business should respect the laws in the state. That is the legal responsibility of the business. And another one is ethical responsibility. Ethical responsibility. That means behave in a respectable way. That means business or society always expect a good behavior or modified behavior from everyone in the society. For example, respect the identity of the person, or respect the customers, respect the religion in the society, or respect the customs or values in the society. Giving respect to the customers, etc., are part of the ethical responsibility. That means that modifies the behavior of the business towards the society. Then another one is that discretionary responsibility. Discretionary responsibility. That means these are the responsibilities developed by the business unit itself. That how we have to behave to the public, or what are the services which we have to give to the business or to the society. That's what we have told, that business itself can decide that what I can do or what we can do for the betterment of the society. That's what we have told regarding construction of roads or maintenance of the roads and public property, or establishing a hospital, or starting a school, or starting public conveyance facility, etc. are the discretionary responsibility of the business that government does not say. Business can decide and implement. So these are the various kinds of social responsibilities. Now let us discuss various social responsibilities towards different interest groups. Then here itself we can write social responsibilities towards different interest groups. What are the social responsibilities to various different interested groups? Who are the interested groups of the business? Various interested groups are there. Business has responsibilities to all those groups. So we are going to discuss that which are the groups and which are the responsibilities of business towards the groups. The most important group is shareholders. So the first important social responsibility is towards the shareholders. So first one, responsibility towards shareholders. Shareholders are the owners of the business. That is the most important response. Providing a fair return to the capital. For capital, we may get normally interest or dividends. So provide a good interest for the capital contribution, or provide dividend, part of profit to the shareholders in a reasonable percentage. Okay, that is the most important responsibility towards the shareholder. That means providing maximum return for the capital contributed by them. Okay, then next one, responsibility towards workers. What are the responsibility towards workers? Yes. First thing which comes in our mind is providing favorable remuneration, fair remuneration. Fair means it will be acceptable for both the workers and management. Fair remuneration, providing good working condition, providing after good safety and security measures, then providing securities and pension after retirement. So all these things are responsibilities towards the workers. Then let us see third one, responsibility towards consumers. Do the business has some responsibility towards their customers? Yes, certainly. But it is providing correct quantity, quality goods at a fair price. That is important. Another one, abstain from malpractices like adulteration, false weight and measures, all those things. And provide consumer education. Educate the customers about their rights. And maintain good consumer redressal mechanism, or maintaining a good consumer service center to solve the problems of the consumers. So these are the various responsibilities towards the consumers. The next part is responsibilities towards the government and community. Responsibilities towards government and community. Means government and public. What is the responsibility of business towards the government? Follow the rules and regulations imposed by the government. Or rules and regulations introduced by the government are to be followed. Providing correct tax for their income. Then what are the responsibilities towards the community? Means to the public. Yes, be there at the time when there is any emergency for the public. Help them with whatever the business can. When the public suffers any problems, faces any problem, business will be present to solve their issues. That is the main important thing. Okay. So these are all the responsibility of business towards different interested groups. Now let us discuss that what is the role of business in environmental protection. Role of management in environmental protection. Role of management in environmental protection. You may have heard that there is nowadays the most important marketing philosophy is that sustainable marketing or societal marketing. Societal marketing says that marketing the product by protecting the society or environment. So here we have told that the most important blame upon the business is that business always disturbs the environment or pollute the environment. So environmental pollution is the most important problem faced by the industries or business. Various types of pollutions are there. Pollution means making the element in the environment contaminants, or make putting impure substances to the environment, either in the water or air or what we can say that soil, etc. etc. So soil pollution is there, air pollution is there, even sound pollution is there, water pollution is there. So business is the reason for all these things. So what business can do for protecting the environment? That's what we are going to discuss here. What are the role of business in environmental protection? The most important thing is that protecting or develop a commitment by the top management. We can say that top management commitment. Top management commitments. That means top management should develop. Right? Top management. Top management is the management where the top officials like the directors and the general managers or MPs are there. So top management should make a commitment, develop a commitment towards the environment, or decide that we should not take any initiative to harm the environment. We always will protect the environment, should not pollute the environment. So that is a definitive commitment should be developed by the top management to protect the environment or surrounding of the business. So how the business management can take an initiative? For a simple example, we can say that you can see nowadays on the packet of the products you purchase, there will be a dustbin and says that put the cover in the dustbin or should not litter, like that it will be mentioned. Or it will be mentioned that keep your cities clean. But what is the aim of that? It is not a part of the advertisement. It is a part of the commitment by the top management of that business organization that we have to protect the environment. So business needs your support to protect the environment. Okay. Then next one is that ensuring that the commitment is shared through all divisions of the management. Ensuring the sharing of commitment to all divisions. Ensuring that this commitment, ensuring that the commitment is shared through all divisions of the business organization. Okay, the business unit follows those decisions. That means the decision taken by the top management is shared to all the divisions of the business organization. Means all the lower levels or all the business unit all the part of the business organizations are following that decision. Okay, so they have to develop a concept that how we can protect the environment, and that should be communicated to all the divisions of the business. Okay, then next one is the third one. We can say that developing a clear-cut policy for purchasing raw materials that reduces the environment. Developing a clear-cut policy. Business should follow a clear-cut policy for purchasing raw material that reduces the problems. For purchasing raw materials that reduces environmental problems. purchasing policies, or business should develop a policy for purchasing the raw material. Business should purchase the raw materials in such a way that those raw materials should reduce the environmental problems. That means quality raw material should be purchased, because that if the raw materials are of qualitative products, that may reduce the environmental issues. Wastage will be less. It will not pollute to the environment. Okay. Then next one we can say that coping the laws and regulations. Coping with the laws and regulations. Business should follow the laws and regulations in the state, or should understand the laws of the state, or to follow the regulations and the rules issued by the government for protecting the environment. Then another one is participating in government programs for environmental protection. Participating in government programs for environmental protection. Participate various programs introduced by the government for environmental protection. Okay, so business should be a part of all the governmental activities, all the government activities or programs undertaken by the government for protecting the environment. Next, we can say that periodical revision or periodical assessment of pollution control programs undertaken by the business. Periodical revision of periodical assessment of pollution control programs. So we have told that top management made a commitment to protect the environment. So and it is shared into the all divisions of the business. Now business should assess the progress of pollution control programs, how it is following in the business. That should be assessed periodical assessment of all pollution control programs. And one more thing we can say that arrangement of educational workshops and training materials. Arrangement of educational workshops and training. Business should arrange certain educational workshops, seminars or training for imparting education to the public for protecting the environment. So these are all the various roles of business in protecting the environment. Okay. So today we have discussed what is social responsibility, the arguments in favor and against social responsibility, then reality of social responsibility, then social responsibility, different kinds of social responsibility, social responsibilities towards different interested groups, and the role of business in protecting the environment. Okay, so then these are all the things for today. Thank you very much.